Let's be honest. You could probably shower in your sleep. You've done it 20,000 times. But what if you're doing it wrong? Not just inefficiently, but in a way that's actively ignoring your body's new needs. There are three critical spots that over 90% of women past 55 routinely miss or clean improperly. And no, it's not your back. Stay with me, and I'll reveal these forgotten zones and show you how a tiny 2-minute adjustment to your routine can change everything. For decades, showering has been an automatic habit. We lather, we rinse, we repeat. That routine worked fine for a long time, but our bodies are not the same as they were. The biology of our skin has changed. It's a quiet shift, one we might only notice as a small, nagging issue. Maybe it's a bit of unexplained itchiness, a faint odor, or a patch of skin that seems constantly irritated. We might blame a new soap or the weather, but the real answer is often simpler. It's not about adding expensive creams, but subtracting a common mistake. Our skin becomes thinner as we mature. The natural barrier that once protected us so fiercely grows weaker. This creates new vulnerabilities in places we never had to worry about before. Places our old autopilot shower routine completely ignores. Today, we're going to upgrade our habits to match our body's wisdom. If you believe that small, smart changes are the key to aging with vitality, consider subscribing. We share simple, evidence-based tips every week to help you feel your absolute best. Let's expose the first common shower mistake. This one involves the part of our body that carries us through the world, yet often gets the least direct attention: our feet. Many of us believe that the soapy water running down our legs is enough to get them clean. We swish our feet around in the suds and assume the job is done. But that passive cascade of water is not enough. It doesn't dislodge dead skin cells, and it certainly doesn't deal with the bacteria and fungus that thrive in warm, dark places. Which brings us to the first spot that 90% of us miss: the space between our toes. This tiny hidden area is a perfect incubator for trouble. It's warm, often damp, and has very little air circulation. For fungus, like the kind that causes athlete's foot, this is paradise. The problem can be more than just an itch. For many of us, especially if we are managing conditions like diabetes, a small crack or infection between the toes can become a serious health concern. Reduced circulation means that small problems don't heal as quickly, so what seems like a minor oversight can have major consequences. Ignoring this area is like leaving a welcome mat out for fungal infections. So how do we fix this? It's not about scrubbing, but about being intentional. The solution is incredibly simple and adds less than a minute to your shower. You must move from passive rinsing to active washing. This means purposefully bringing soap to your feet. If bending is difficult, a long-handled brush with soft bristles is a fantastic tool. Lather it up and gently guide it between each and every toe, all the way to the base. This simple action disrupts the environment where fungus thrives. But the washing is only half the battle. The most critical part happens after you turn the water off. It's the drying. Trapped moisture is the enemy. After your shower, take a separate, clean towel designated just for your feet. Sit down and meticulously pat the skin dry, paying special attention to getting that towel right in between each toe. You want the area completely, totally dry before you even think about putting on socks or shoes. This one habit, washing and then thoroughly drying between your toes, is one of the most powerful preventative actions you can take for your foot health. It's a small moment of care that prevents a world of discomfort. Now let's move from the body's foundation to its windows. We invest in good facial cleansers and we never go to bed with makeup on. For years, we've been told to be careful around the delicate eye area. Most of us take that to mean we should avoid it altogether. We wash our forehead and cheeks, but create a wide, safe circle around our eyes. This caution is well-intentioned, but it has created a dangerous blind spot in our cleansing routine. It's a myth that avoiding our eyes keeps them safe. In fact, this avoidance is linked to one of the most common and irritating eye issues that mature women face. What exactly are we missing? The second spot most of us are completely neglecting is the lash line, right at the very edge of your eyelid where your eyelashes grow. This tiny strip of skin is home to dozens of tiny oil glands. These glands are crucial. They produce an oil that coats your tears and prevents them from evaporating too quickly, keeping your eyes feeling comfortable. But the lash line is also a place where dead skin cells, makeup, and bacteria can build up, creating a biofilm that clogs those precious glands. When the glands are blocked, they can't release their oil. The result? The gritty, burning, and relentlessly annoying sensation of dry eye. This buildup can also lead to blepharitis, an inflammation of the eyelids, making them red and itchy. Many women suffer from dry eye and assume it's just an unavoidable part of aging. They use artificial tears all day, getting only temporary relief. But for many, the root cause might be a hygiene issue that is surprisingly easy to fix. The solution isn't to scrub, but to perform a very gentle, targeted cleansing of the lash line. You don't use your regular face soap. Instead, use a dedicated, commercially available eyelid cleanser, or even a very diluted solution of gentle baby shampoo after checking with your eye doctor. The technique is what matters. Moisten a clean cotton pad or Q-tip, close your eye, and with a light touch, sweep along the lash line from the inner corner to the outer corner. Do this for both upper and lower lashes. This gentle sweeping mechanically removes the buildup. Doing this just a few times a week can keep those essential oil glands clear and functioning properly, dramatically improving your eye comfort. We've covered the feet and the eyes, two hidden areas where a small change brings huge rewards. What could the third spot possibly be? This last mistake is rooted in a misunderstanding of what causes body odor. We're taught to fight odor with products that mask it, like deodorant, but that doesn't address the underlying issue. The myth is that sweat itself smells, but fresh sweat is odorless. The smell comes from bacteria on our skin breaking it down. And there are specific areas on our body where these bacteria are having a field day. These areas have two things in common: skin-on-skin contact and trapped moisture. You know where I'm talking about. The third and final spot that is so often overlooked is our skin folds, specifically the area under the breasts. For many, this is a place we might quickly swipe with a soapy washcloth, but we don't give it the special attention it requires. This area, along with other skin folds, is a perfect microenvironment for problems. It's dark, warm, and traps perspiration. This creates an ideal setting not just for odor-causing bacteria, but for yeast to grow, which can lead to a common and uncomfortable rash called intertrago. It appears as red, raw, and itchy skin. Simply applying powder on top of damp skin isn't the solution. It can sometimes make the problem worse. The solution here, just like with our feet, is a two-step process that prioritizes getting the area completely dry. First, cleanse thoroughly. In the shower, gently lift the breast and wash the skin underneath with a mild soap and water. Rinse the area well to remove any residue. But again, the real game changer is what you do after the shower. You must get this area 100% dry. Pat the skin with a soft, clean towel. Don't rub, which can cause irritation. Just press gently. For some, especially in humid climates, a towel might not be enough. Here's the secret weapon: a hair dryer. Set it on the cool setting, never hot, and hold it a good distance away. A few seconds of cool air can gently remove every last trace of moisture. Once the area is bone dry, it's no longer a hospitable place for yeast and bacteria. This simple routine of wash and dry completely prevents discomfort before it even starts. So there we have it, the 3 spots most of us have been unintentionally neglecting. Between our toes, our lash lines, and the skin folds under our breasts. This isn't about showering longer, it's about showering smarter. It's about redirecting our attention for just a few moments to these vulnerable areas. This is empowering. You can prevent so much discomfort with such simple actions. This isn't about chasing perfection, it's about practicing compassionate, intelligent self-care. Of course, there are practical challenges. For someone who finds bending down to wash their feet difficult, safety comes first. A shower chair or stool can be a game changer, providing stability. A long-handled, soft-bristled brush also allows you to reach your feet easily while standing securely. The goal is to adapt the principle, active washing and thorough drying, to your body's needs. For those with sensitive skin, the key is to choose the mildest possible products. Look for cleansers that are fragrance-free and formulated for sensitive skin. For the lash line, a simple warm compress held over the eyes for a few minutes can help loosen debris before you cleanse. For skin folds, the most important step is the drying, which requires no product at all. Always listen to your skin. The goal is gentle, effective care. Do you need to do all of this every single day? For the feet and skin folds, daily washing and meticulous drying is the best way to prevent issues. For the lash line, you might find that a few times a week is sufficient. Start with a consistent routine and pay attention to how you feel. Your body will tell you what it needs. This is about creating small, new habits that feel like acts of kindness to yourself. You now have the knowledge that 90% of people are missing. You know where the vulnerabilities are, you understand why, and you have a simple, actionable plan. The next time you step into the shower, you won't be on autopilot. You'll be showering with purpose. Take this knowledge and turn it into action. Tonight, try just one of these techniques. Notice how it feels to give that forgotten spot a moment of focused attention. If this was helpful and you want to be part of a community that's all about aging with savvy and confidence, press that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. Your journey to feeling fantastic is made of small, smart steps like this one. Remember, taking care of your body isn't a chore, it's the ultimate privilege.